weeks before than previously forecasted. I'll break down this system here exclusively on TVF Cyclone. It's TVF Cyclone, Saturday, December 20th, 2025. Tropical storm, or Cyclone 9, currently has 45 mile an hour sustained winds. If you look at it on regular satellite imagery, it looks much more organized than it did yesterday. It almost has the 10-minute sustained winds of 40 miles an hour to get a name. When it does get a name, it'll likely get the name Grant. As of right now, Christmas Island is in the far north rain band of the storm and getting the outermost rain band. It might not even be raining there. It's probably just high clouds. I don't have the radar on from there. But the forecast shifts. Now it is forecast to move toward the Cocos Islands. They were previously south of, or north of the forecast before. Now the forecast has moved way far north, and now it looks like they're going to go almost right through the center of this storm. Now, thankfully, it won't be too strong. By Tuesday, it should be 75 miles an hour, about equivalent to a Category 1 storm. And then it should actually be weakening by the time it makes its way through. It could very easily be stronger than that. It could be 90 miles an hour, 85, maybe just 80. But we'll see what happens by then. I will be watching this very carefully. And as far as we can go by Thursday, they are saying, the Joint Typhoon Warning Center is saying that this does weaken to 60 miles an hour, but it isn't a fast-moving system, but it isn't a slow-moving system either. I mean, it's more slow-moving than fast-moving, so a lot of rain will dump on the Cocos Islands. The Cocos Islands are just part of Australia. Thankfully, it only has about 600 people, which is still, I mean, even for those people, they're still very dangerous, but not a heavily populated area. So I will be watching for them. Again, expect impact by Wednesday morning, Eastern time. I don't know what time that is. Probably that's about Wednesday afternoon, their time. All right. The Google AI forecast model is starting with that forecast model. They show the storm intensifying into about Category 1 equivalent by Tuesday, weakening and then re-strengthening into Category 1 equivalent as it passes the Cocos Islands. However, they're currently forecasting it to reach a peak intensity of about Category 2 equivalent, and then their model branch is really split up as it gets closer to Martis and Reunion. Some of them show it getting pretty strong, moving toward Madagascar, Martis, Reunion. But again, by January 4th, it's still going to be well active, most likely, and it really depends on what happens. The infrared satellite imagery for the storm, I forgot to show you that, but here it is. Christmas Islands right here, so they're in probably a bit of a light rain band right now, just on the outside of it. But as you can see, the storm is actually expanding, and it has gotten more organized. Once it does get a name, it will most likely get the name Grant, assuming it is still in the Australian basin by that point. Alright, the European forecast model, that is December 19th. Today is December 20th. Alright, starting with the European forecast model, there has been a bit of a model switch up on what the models have been saying. So the European forecast model is saying that this makes its way to the Cocos Islands, and then after that just dissipates, which is kind of what the GFS was saying previously. But now the GFS is saying that, let me pull it out for you. The GFS model is saying that this storm will actually start strengthening once it passes the Cocos Islands. If anything, maybe turn a little bit to the south of them. But then it will start to re-strengthen as it moves toward Madagascar. So yeah, previously the GFS model was kind of just showing it dissipating and not doing much. Now the European forecast model is saying that, and now the GFS model is saying that it will actually last quite a bit. So yeah, a model switch up. So I'll be monitoring this very closely. That's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching and see ya.